Read after me. Let's start. 今天一醒来，我就决定要向他表白。
今天一醒来，我就决定要向他表白。
When I woke up today, I decided to confess my feelings to her. 我紧张的心跳得特别快。
我紧张的心跳得特别快。
I was so nervous that my heart was beating extremely fast. 我一边刷牙一边练习要说的话。
我一边刷牙，一边练习要说的话。
I practiced my lines while brushing my teeth. 为了让他开心，我提前订了一束花。
为了让他开心，我提前订了一束花。
To make her happy, I ordered a bouquet in advance. 我还订了我们第一次见面的那家餐厅。
我还订了我们第一次见面的那家餐厅。
I also booked the restaurant where we first met. 但是花店突然给我发消息说花堵在路上了。
但是花店突然给我发消息说花堵在路上了。
But the flower shop suddenly messaged me saying the flowers were stuck in traffic. 我当时特别慌，不知道该怎么办。
我当时特别慌，不知道该怎么办。
I panicked and didn't know what to do. 我怕迟到，只好先去餐厅等他。
我怕迟到，只好先去餐厅等他。
Afraid of being late, I went to the restaurant first to wait for her. 坐在座位上，我突然感到前所未有的紧张。
坐在座位上，我突然感到前所未有的紧张。
Sitting there, I suddenly felt more nervous than ever. 我开始背中文表白台词，但越背越乱。
我开始背中文表白台词，但越背越乱。
I tried to memorize my Chinese confession lines, but the more I repeated them, the more confused I became. 我甚至觉得自己一句中文也说不出来。
我甚至觉得自己一句中文也说不出来。
I even felt like I couldn't say a single Chinese sentence. 就在我快要放弃的时候，他走进了餐厅。
就在我快要放弃的时候，他走进了餐厅。
Just as I was about to give up, she walked into the restaurant. 她穿着一件白色的裙子，看起来特别温柔。
她穿着一件白色的裙子，看起来特别温柔。
She wore a white dress and looked incredibly gentle. 看到她的那一刻，我的大脑一下子空白了。
看到她的那一刻， 我的大脑一下子空白了。
The moment I saw her, my mind went completely blank. 我站起来想说点浪漫的话，却一句也想不起来。
我站起来想说点浪漫的话，却一句也想不起来。
I stood up, wanting to say something romantic, but nothing came to mind. 他坐下后温柔地看着我问：“你怎么了？”
他坐下后温柔地看着我问：“你怎么了？”
She sat down, looked at me gently, and asked, "What's wrong?" 我张开嘴，却发现中文突然全部忘了。
我张开嘴，却发现中文突然全部忘了。
I opened my mouth and realized I had forgotten all my Chinese. 我只能深呼吸，然后鼓起勇气。
我只能深呼吸，然后鼓起勇气。
I could only take a deep breath and gather my courage. 最后，我决定不再背台词。
最后，我决定不再背台词。
Finally, I decided to stop memorizing lines. 我看着他的眼睛，直接说：“我爱你。”
我看着他的眼睛，直接说：“我爱你。”
I looked into her eyes and simply said, "I love you." 说出口的瞬间，我觉得心都要跳出来了。
说出口的瞬间，我觉得心都要跳出来了。
At the moment I said it, I felt like my heart was going to jump out. 他先愣了一下，好像没想到我会这么直接。
他先愣了一下，好像没想到我会这么直接。
She froze for a moment, as if she didn't expect me to be so direct. 然后她突然笑了，笑得特别甜。
然后他突然笑了，笑得特别甜。
Then she suddenly smiled, a sweet and warm smile. 她轻轻说 ，Yes, I do.
他轻轻说 ：“Yes, I do。”
She softly said, "Yes, I do." 我当时整个人都愣住了，以为自己听错了。
我当时整个人都愣住了，以为自己听错了。
I was completely stunned, thinking I heard wrong. 他低头笑着说：“我喜欢你很久了。”
他低头笑着说：“我喜欢你很久了。”
She looked down and said with a smile, "I've liked you for a long time." 听到这句话，我感觉整个世界都亮了。
听到这句话，我感觉整个世界都亮了。
Hearing that, I felt like the whole world lit up. 就在这个时候，送花的店员终于赶到了。
就在这个时候，送花的店员终于赶到了。
At that moment, the flower delivery guy finally arrived. 他气喘吁吁地把花递给我，好像经历了一场比赛。
他气喘吁吁地把花递给我，好像经历了一场比赛。
He handed me the flowers, panting as if he had just finished a race. 我把花送给他，他脸一下子红了。
我把花送给他，他脸一下子红了。
I gave her the flowers, and her face turned red immediately. 她轻轻说：“好漂亮，谢谢你。”
他轻轻说：“好漂亮，谢谢你。”
She softly said, "They're beautiful. Thank you." 我看着她的笑容，觉得自己终于成功了。
我看着他的笑容，觉得自己终于成功了。
Looking at her smile, I felt I had finally succeeded. 我们一起吃饭，聊了很多以前不敢说的话。
我们一起吃饭，聊了很多以前不敢说的话。
We ate together and talked about many things we never dared to say before. 吃完饭后，我们走出餐厅。
吃完饭后，我们走出餐厅。
After dinner, we walked out of the restaurant. 他轻轻伸出手，我立刻握住了。
他轻轻伸出手，我立刻握住了。
She gently reached out her hand, and I immediately held it. 我们牵着手沿着街道慢慢走。
我们牵着手，沿着街道慢慢走。
We walked slowly down the street, holding hands. 路灯的光照在她的脸上，比花还好看。
路灯的光照在他的脸上，比花还好看。
The street lights shone on her face, and she looked even more beautiful than the flowers. 我觉得这一切都像电影里的一样浪漫。
我觉得这一切都像电影里的一样浪漫。
I felt everything was as romantic as a movie scene. 他突然停下来，看着我说：“今天真的很特别。”
他突然停下来，看着我说：“今天真的很特别。”
She suddenly stopped, looked at me, and said, "Today is really special." 我点点头，然后再次重复：“我爱你。”
我点点头，然后再次重复：“我爱你。”
I nodded and repeated again, "I love you." 他靠在我的肩上，我的心安定下来。
他靠在我的肩上，我的心安定下来。
She leaned on my shoulder, and my heart finally calmed down. 那一刻，我明白，这真的是我最幸运的一天。
那一刻，我明白，这真的是我最幸运的一天。
In that moment, I realized this truly was the luckiest day of my life.